Welcome back, everyone. My name is Sunflower Senpai, and we are back with more Beacon Pines. We are unraveling the story slowly but surely. Just a quick disclaimer before I go through this. Where I live, I am super allergic to it, and my allergies are going crazy because we've had a lot of sunshine, then rain, then sunshine, then rain, which makes the plants do all of the plant mating things. So I might sound a little sick. I'm not sick, I'm just dying of allergies. So let's get into the interrogation of Mr. Tulliver.
Still unconscious, Mr. Tulliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair. His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string. The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain, they couldn't just let Mr. Tulliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house.
But I mean, what are you gonna do? You're 3 kids, that's an adult, and Gran could be home at any minute. You're just gonna hold him hostage in your basement? Like, what is happening?
After some deliberation, it was decided.
They'd run the classic good cop. Oh my gosh. Good cop, chill cop, or good cop, hard cop interrogation. Well, this is the closest to bad cop, so let's go with
They'd
that.
run the classic good cop, hard cop interrogation. Rolo brandished a steely gaze. I've got this. Read about it 100 times. Rolo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, Mr. Tulliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless. Rolo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr. Tulliver?
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance. Rolo slammed his fist on the table.
I said, Mr. Tulliver!
He grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face. Mr. Tulliver groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
What in the world?
The chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Who's there?
Mr. Tulliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light. With a gruff tone, Rolo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
I'll be asking the questions here, punk. Now hold on, let's just calm down. I know that's right. Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. What? As for you, looks like you're sweating.
The doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
We can do this my way, or, well, let's just say I've never needed another way.
Rolo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
Now dance! What? What? I don't even...
Mr. Tulliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
You've tied me down. How on earth can I dance? Dance with your mouth, punk. What is happening? Spill the beans! What are you doing poking around this house? I'm here to help Juniper. To make sure everything's ready. Oh, so you're in cahoots with Gran? Gran?
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Gonna help her blow up the festival, eh? Blow up the festival? Good
He
lord!
shook his head, feeling more and more dizzy.
No, you've got it all wrong. Where is she now? Why is he freaking out? She's headed to the source. Source? What's the source? It's where
His voice faded to a whisper.
the town began. Where it all began. What is Operation Sparkplug?
With that, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold. Rolo swung around with a repentant grimace.
Damn, Rolo. I think you went a little too hard on him. What did he say about the source? It's where the town began? We need more information. Yeah, but we'd better not push Mr. Tolliver any further. Is there anyone else who might know more? What about the History Museum? It just got set up for the festival. Nah, that tent was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves. Is there anything more reliable? The library. If there's any information about this source thing, Cato can help us find it. Let's go get some answers. This is a dang nice library. Thanks, we work hard on it. Aren't you a little too adorable to be a librarian? I wonder where that's gonna fit in. Oh, he is, like, flabbergasted. Becca's adorable, so, like, I know that his heart is, like, beating out of his chest. Cato hung out here so much, eventually they gave him a set of keys. I just keep an eye on the place for Miss Novak sometimes. They got you working for free? It's quiet and I get access to all the books I can read. What more could a person want? Fair enough. What can I do for you all? We need a favor. I already told you in Rolo. I can't put you any higher on the wait list for the next Atomic Hank Atomic. And if you're here with more candy, you'll have to know I can't be bought. Call it a personal code of conscience. Actually, we're looking to do some research. Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for? That's the thing. We sort of don't know. What do you got on the history of the town? There's the county record archives. What's in those? Births, deaths, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring reading. but they do go all the way back to when the town was founded. Great, we'll start there.
Chapter 8. 6 feet under, 3 towns over. The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles of old county records, desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tolliver's cryptic utterance. Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos. Gran was the only family he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst. But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult. As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
If I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop. We have to keep digging. If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up in one of these asinine death records. Rolo is so silly. Rolo Cotter lived a full and wonderful life, till he read so much boring crud that his brain oozed out of his ears.
Rolo shut his book with an assertive nod.
If you got a better idea, spit it out. You sound like my sister. Keep pushing your luck, pal. And it won't be boring county records that kill you. I'll put you in the obituaries myself.
Rolo muttered under his breath.
You're a county record. Take him out, Beck. Really? That's the best you've got? When I'm done with you, you'll be the footnote in history. Just like...
Beck slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
J. Hartford here. I'd love to see you try. Hey. We're all a little tired here. Let's just take a minute and...
Something tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Wait, what was that name, Beck? In the obit? J. Hartford. From the Brookville Tribune 8 years ago. That can't be right. What is it? J. Hartford. That's my grand's name. Juniper Hartford. Oh my god. Maybe there were 2 J. Hartfords? Mrs. Hartford is survived by her young daughter, E. Hartford. Oh. My mom's name is Eleanor. Okay, this is getting creepy. If your gran is 6 feet under, 3 towns over, then who am I living with? Oh my god. What is happening?
The question hung in the air.
Alright, gang. I gotta close up for the night.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
How late is it? Almost 10. Oh crap, Pa's gonna kill me. I gotta go. Yeah, my parents will be worried sick. Okay, let's meet up as early as we can at the festival tomorrow. What are you gonna do about the unconscious man in your basement? I'll think of something.
Luca's heart was pounding as he approached the house. If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet. And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement. Dealing with him would be the first order of business. Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
Uh-oh.
He held perfectly still, tempering his breath, and listened closely. She was asleep. His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
Oh, this is crazy. Oh no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Oh no. Maybe he woke up, escaped from his bindings, and left without a trace.
Or maybe Gran knew everything.
What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned. Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
Okay, I can figure this out. Just need a little brain food.
Luca rushed over to the pile of jam jars, unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
I'm afraid your jam delivery will be delayed.
He flipped the lid to read the label.
Mr. Nuncreed. Hee hee. Okay, now I can think. So, if Gran knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. Guess the only option is to go to bed and act as if nothing is wrong. Gran will think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when he was done. Go to sleep. Alright. Oh. Gran? Okay, stick to the plan. Go to bed, play cool.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him. With each consecutive step, his legs weakened. His stride began to falter. He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself. Something was wrong.
Come on, legs. Just a few more steps.
Luca groaned and tried to move. His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
Y'all, I know you can't see my face, but the way that my jaw dropped when he dropped. The drum? Yeah, I think something's in the jam. Especially if it's for Mr. Nuncreed. Sweet boy. What did you get yourself into? Not Gran just dragging my body. Rest now, and let me handle everything.
Chapter 9.
For this one, we're going to stop here, and we'll continue chapter 9 in the next episode. Thank you for taking this journey with me. I really appreciate everyone who has been here and liked the videos, watched them, whatever. You guys don't understand how much I appreciate you. Alright, I'm gonna head out now. You guys have a wonderful day. Alright, thank you. Bye-bye.